Getting to the point now of where we are in our construction project, it was a community effort. It required our community to support the vision of what we were doing as a school district, vote for it, be partners in actually then carrying out the vision. Without local products and being involved in local support, we would never have been able to pass this or be able to afford what we're building right now.
This was an extremely exciting project for us to be involved in. One, because I think the timing was so extraordinary. Just as the Santiam Canyon was looking at improving their facilities and improving the environment for their children, we were in the middle of developing a unique product developed here in the Santiam Canyon, and we saw a real opportunity to project ourselves in the local community and let them be some of the first implementers of our new and unique product.
So for many years, our school district and Freres and the Freres Foundation have had a long-standing relationship, from supporting student programs to a lot of just community programs and partnering. So when it came to the development of this project, Freres again stepped in and became a big financial contributor to the project, but also a contributor of donated materials. Without their ingenuity and their generosity, some of this might not have happened. Freres has been a long-standing partner, but this project has just brought us closer together.
I often see with school districts this frustration trying to accomplish what they know they need for their kids, to give them 21st century learning environments with the budget their community can afford. Teams coming in and basically telling them how they're going to have to build their buildings and that they're not going to be able to accomplish what they know they need to for their kids. And one of the things I'm proud about this team is that we took off all those biases and we really studied what do they need, what is the program, what is the needs of the community. And we found people who were willing to roll up their sleeves and to think outside of the box and to find real solutions for them. And this gym is one of those solutions.
What we're standing in right now is what represents that tremendous kind of tie-in and partnership between the vision of the district, a need for the school, and a representation of the community itself with its timber history, and expressing that for the life of the building, and really giving them a showcase space that they can be proud of. I mean, that's always our goal, is making sure these kids know that their education, their support is really important, and somebody is looking out for that and providing that for them.
This is the first time I've worked with MPP. I'm always looking for innovative ways to build quality schools. Quality schools are 40, 50, 60-year buildings that are long-lasting, that are durable, that they will hold up to kids' day-to-day use, and they're going to be easy to maintain. And this building accomplishes that, using those innovative technologies, those innovative ways, the Mass Ply Panels, to be able to construct that building.
MPP was just an amazing fit for our school district for this project. It's built a beautiful building, but it's more than that for us. It's a piece of our community. It has become the showstopper of this entire project, and it came from the hard work of our community members. They're the ones who cut the trees down, milled it up, delivered it here for their kids. So it's just that cycle that kept all very local and got a lot more people involved in our schools who sometimes aren't involved in our schools.
Trees, by definition, utilize resources in their environment. So every tree is sucking up water, they're sucking up carbon dioxide, and they're producing oxygen under a beneficial cycle. There's a finite amount of resources, so sooner or later you have too much volume of wood out there that needs to be managed appropriately. Well, wood, by virtue of breathing in the carbon dioxide and breathing out the oxygen, takes that carbon and rebuilds it into its cellular structure. We, as wood products producers, can take the wood within those trees and turn it into a product, and that carbon is sequestered for the lifetime of the structure that wood is put into. There is no finer carbon sequestrating device known to man than a tree. We need to plant more trees, but we need a beneficial cycle where we still use those trees in order to create our buildings of the future. You know, the other special thing about this building is that this is one of our first opportunities to use our product as a Mass Ply Lam in a long span format. So this is, I believe it's a 72-foot clear span. I think the prefabricated elements of this building are really neat and really demonstrate the strengths of this type of product, in that I believe that the primary structural elements of this building went up in 15 days. So everything was pre-CNC'd, pre-manufactured. Some of the components that could be were actually installed in our factory, and then they were finished up here with the expertise at T-girding.
One of the reasons why I like working with Freres Lumber is, for one, they're innovators. There's just not one job that you're going to be stuck doing your whole life. You're able to take one job, like for instance, me pulling on the chain, and go from pulling on the chain to work up the ladder to making the plywood, and then now I get to do something that I used to do back in high school. I took shop class and I was CNCing metal, and being able to take that aspect and being able to give a second opportunity to do something in this company. And it was really enjoyable to be able to see this machine that we stand in right now, to be able to see up to 12-foot wide panels, up to 34, up to 45 feet long, to be able to use router work for lap joints to make it easier for the construction workers. As on site, all it is just a plug and play and then repeat with the process. It's enjoyable to see how something so structural of a mass unit to be able to go over a panel and cut out everything that the construction worker would need, and to be able to integrate that in the field to make it simpler for them and easier for us.
Time is money, and construction costs continue to escalate beyond what many districts can afford. And if we can reduce the amount of time it takes to build a building, we're reducing the cost of construction. And so, to me, that's one of the great benefits of it.
Traditionally, stick framing this building, I could have easily employed probably 20 carpenters out here. Time-wise, it could have been, I would say, ballpark, maybe 2 months, if not more. This particular structure took 6 carpenters and then 2 people operating the crane, plus myself. 15 days, and we got this thing built. This product really lends itself to just efficiency all around. With this product, I mean, there was zero waste from what we got from Freres. Everything was already pre-coordinated to be their correct dimension. There was no cutting. It more or less fit together like a Lego structure.
You know, this project really was unique. We had a lot of kind of community support and a very integrated team of designers, so you know, the suppliers that we were working with, contractors, you know, the school district and school staff were really involved. That just shines through and you know, allowed us to really explore opportunities, explore getting lots and lots of natural light in here, you know, using the MPP system, I think helped facilitate some of that and just bring a really unique and I think beautiful aesthetic to the project.
What I'm most excited about this project is to be able to take innovative technology and to be able to bring together a team of people, architects, engineers, manufacturers, contractors, to work together to build this incredibly beautiful structure. Soderstrom Architects, ZCS Engineers, Freres Lumber, Girding Builders, T-Girding Structural have all been this incredible team that took this innovative product that is really leading edge and found a way to be able to accomplish a goal for this community that met their budget.
Nowhere else in the world has somebody done a span this clear and dealt with these dimensions and these tolerances. We were working with Freres very closely from the beginning. We had meetings at their office to make sure that we were understanding the difference with our structural engineers between leading edge and bleeding edge. We want to make sure that we are pushing this technology and using that local resource that we have to the best benefit, but we don't want to sacrifice anything by doing anything risky, too unknown. We had this great resource in this local company that is, again, the only ones in the world that make this. They know it better inside and out, and they were a great resource to help us get comfortable with using such a new product. And that's where you see the end result, which is really clean detailing, very nicely expressed structure. They really helped work with our structural engineers to end up with the best result.
Well, I think in every step of the way for this project, everyone took a leap of faith. All the designers, the architects, the specifiers, the people that crunched the numbers in order to make sure that this would work on a cost-effective basis, the school district itself, and also the local community on the school board. Everyone took a leap of faith in order to make this project and this product happen on here.
One of the aspects that I enjoy about building that gym is knowing that with our MPP panels and structurally strong, that integrity of wood is going to last for generations, just not my kids' generations, but their generations and generations after that they'll be able to enjoy seeing that beautiful wood structure and every day going in and seeing that, wow, this was built up the canyon. This was built from one of our local mills that is able to care about the community and give something to them, knowing that we should all feel proud that we enter there and know that this is just not one person, this was a community that came together to build a structure for our kids' generation and the generations to come.
From the tree planter to the forester, to the logger, to the mill, and now to our schools, it's Oregon's forest forever, rising from the ashes in the Santiam Canyon.